What up, YouTube? It's your boy Ricky Rick, and your boy Ricky Rick is back with another Ricky Talk. And today is December 24th, 2021. In case you didn't know, now you know. And today is Christmas Eve, which means tomorrow is Christmas Day. For every single one of you guys who are celebrating these holidays, whether it's Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. And that's crazy. We're about to wrap up another year. For me personally, the way this year has started and the way it's gonna end is totally different. I came into this year, you know, not a dad, and I'm leaving this year a first time father. First time dad. That's crazy. That alone changed my world. And it changed my world for the better, much better. I'm really happy. I'm blessed to be a father. I have my daughter. She's safe. She's growing. And it fills my heart with love and joy just watching her grow and knowing that she's okay. But that's me. My mom is good. My dad is good. My girl's good. My family's good. So I couldn't ask for anything else. Like to me, Christmas, presents, gifts, all that stuff, you know, as long as my family's good, I'm good. That's just me. To all my friends, to all my coworkers, to all the people who continue to support the videos, continue to support me and my journey. I thank you very much for tuning in, watching, and supporting the channel. Now, I want to get into Hawkeye, my opinions, my thoughts of watching the finale, which took place this earlier this week, and we got our first introduction of Kingpin because episode 5 wrapped up with us getting a picture of him, and it wasn't really like, to me when I watched the episode, I couldn't really tell if it was Vince or not, but until I started watching other people posting their videos and their thoughts, I guess his name popped up at the end credits, and they also had this shadow figure of Kingpin, you know, a rival in the show of Hawkeye. You know, I'm gonna give you my opinions of the overall episode, the overall first season, which only had 6 episodes. To me, it felt kind of short. I felt you could expand a little bit. The things that the show gave us, a lot of good memories, a lot of fun, enjoyable moments, and a couple people that I like that came together in this show that I did not expect to have chemistry, had chemistry. Um, let's get into it. So the first thing that I wrote down right here in my little notepad was Kingpin's introduction because that's the way we started the finale episode. He came in walking with his cane, big giant fella, Kingpin. To everybody's relief, it is the guy from Daredevil. Now, is it the same person that we knew in the Netflix Daredevil series? I don't think so because as you see the episode, you will realize that this guy can take some hits and that no regular human should be able to. Especially, spoiler, if you get hit by a vehicle, I think that should knock your ass out and keep you knocked out, not get back up and take more blows. And I'll get into it later. Kingpin meets with Eleanor Bishop, which is Kate Bishop's mother, and basically Eleanor's mother wants to, you know, leave the bad life, the life that she got into because her Kate Bishop's father had a little bit of death, and she tried to pay it back by working for the Kingpin and pay off the debt that they owe. And she's saying that she's out. Kingpin lets her walk away, but we all know that Kingpin is not one that you can walk away from and you want to turn your back on. Then we cut to the next scene, which is Clint and Kate Bishop knowing that there's a battle that's coming and preparing for that final battle. We cut back to Kingpin now meeting up with Echo. Echo is rumored to having her own spin-off show with the character of Echo during this Hawkeye series. I can't say I'm fully excited, but I'm actually want to see where they go with her, in her spinoff. I know Echo. they had me a little bit hooked throughout the series as a her as a little child, the way she understands things, the way she sees things, because she's not able to speak. She does a lot of sign language. So I think the character could be interesting if done right. So when the series does come up, I will be checking it out. But as of right now, am I really hyped for it? I wouldn't say it's on my top three or top two or top one, but it's something that I am looking forward to when the show comes around. Um, then we go back to the next scene, which is Clint and Kate Bishop working on trick arrows and making trick arrows after Kate discovers that Clint is able to make more. And the type of trick arrows that they have pay off towards the final battle, which we get glimpses of what trick arrows they made. Some that were from Tony Stark, and some that were made by Hank Pine, Pimp, Pimp. Um, the assets, the assets. That's funny. I wrote down on here, which is the people, their backup. Um, the people they ran into earlier this season who dress up like Harry Potter and go out to the wilderness and they act those characters out, which is pretty funny because these people kind of in the final battle help out Kate and Clint, keep people safe off the streets from the tracksuit mafia or bad guys, however you want to call them. Jack, the swordsman, he turns out to be just a regular guy, a likable dude. Just a cool dude that has a couple tricks with a sword. I really enjoyed his involvement, especially because he's someone that I'm knew about since I'm watching the breakup, the Breaking Bad spinoff, Better Call Saul. I like him in that. He does a really good job of playing a villain. And from the moment that I knew that he was cast with Hawkeye, I thought this guy was going to be a bad guy for sure. And once again, Marvel gets the best of us by tricking us. Yelena's on a mission. Yelena's on a mission, I wrote down on here, because she's on a mission to kill Clint, especially after the events of Black Widow and finding out that he was the one responsible for killing Black Widow. Obviously, there's a final showdown that I will get into it later on, but I like that Yelena, Black Widow, I seen Yelena. I like the character, but I didn't really like the character or love the character until I seen what she brought to Hawkeye, which is a lot of good things that I enjoyed, especially the relationship that she formed with Kate Bischoff. I think those episodes, episode 4, episode 5, and episode 6, was a lot of good chemistry between those two young ladies. And I can't wait to see more, and I hope we do see more in the future, wherever they end up and wherever they go with their story. The tracksuit guys, they show up, and it's funny because throughout the first couple episodes, I think episode 1 through 3, we seen that there was maybe like 5 or 6 guys, and towards the end, the final battle, the final episode that I'm talking about right now, there seems to be like 1,000 of these guys, and they just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming in large amounts of numbers. And Kate and Clint are taking these guys down with their arrows. The next thing I wrote down is Hawkeye versus Kazi. Kazi being Maya's best friend, possibly someone who betrayed her by putting the hit on her father because Kingpin was the one to say, do it. Kazi makes a funny remark saying it's going to be fun to take out Clint Barton, but little does he know, Avengers took him down like nothing. Uh, and by Avengers, I mean Clint, the Ronin, Hawkeye. Clint gets stuck in the tree. Now, that was a little weird for me. Like, to me, for having an Avenger, Clint getting stuck in the tree is like, come on, bro, really? 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 Um, Kate and Clint's suits. Let's talk about the suits. They get the matching purple. They get the suits from the comics, which it's kind of cool. Hawkeye has always been just a regular person, trying to blend in and not be noticed. And now he finally gets a suit. Will this be a suit that he wears throughout the future? Who knows? But the fact that him and Kate have a matching suit and you got a little team buddy show going on here, it's pretty cool. Um, Trust a bro tiny truck with slash owl, I wrote down on this paper. Now, those who seen the final episode know exactly what I'm talking about. It was this one scene where one of the trick arrows, Ant-Man is known for getting very tiny or getting really big. So, large object turned very tiny. And an owl, when Clint comes across, when he's stuck in the tree, looks at him, and this little owl picks up this like little Hot Wheel of a truck and flies off with them with some of the tracksuit mafia guys. So that was kind of funny. Clint versus Yelena. The build-up that was left off from Black Widow to the build-up that was placed in Hawkeye. Did I like it? It was cool. But I think it could have been fixed with a few couple of words exchanges, especially since Clint and Black Widow had a history of being like buddy buddies, best friends. Echo versus Kazi. Echo taking down Kazi. Friend versus friend. In the end, Echo wins. Kate versus Kingpin. That was kind of interesting. So, we have this big, large, chubby, fat dude, whatever you want to call him, and this young little girl taking this guy down. Now, Kingpin is supposed to be like a big bad villain, and he gets his ass kicked by everyone he comes across. Elena, Eleanor, um, Clint, even though he didn't fight with Clint or Yelena, but I'm just saying, if he had run into them, he probably would have got his ass kicked. But he definitely got his ass kicked by Eleanor and Kate. Kingpin gets run over. Like I said, he gets hit by a truck. He gets shot by an arrow. And this fool still gets up like he's the Undertaker from the WWF, WWE era. Eleanor gets arrested because somebody has to pay off the dues. And Kate's like, well, it's going to be you, Mom. Yelena lets go of Kingpin. No, I'm sorry. Rewind. Yelena lets go, meaning that she lets go of like the whole grudge of trying to kill Barton. Kingpin gets shot. Now that's pretty crazy. A lot of people have been waiting for these Netflix characters. Are they going to be revived? Are they going to cross with the MCU? Finally, we got Charlie Cox, Daredevil, who showed up on Spider-Man No Way Home. Spoiler alert, if you didn't know that, I'm sorry, he did. But as Matt Murdock, and Kingpin showed up on Hawkeye during the same week. So it's kind of cool that we're getting those characters crossing over, but are they the same characters from those universe? I think not. Clint makes it home for Christmas, which is pretty nice. He always has that family um, history during the Avengers, Age of Ultron, Endgame. So it's kind of cool that they've been keeping that going. Laura, we find out that Laura was an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. agent and has the number 19 because of the Rolex. She turns it over, has the logo of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the number 19. If you check the history, you will know that that is Mockingbird. We will see anything with her. I hope so, because that would be really cool to see, especially because I like the chemistry between Clint and Laura. Ronan gets his suit burned. They bury it. They burn it. They let it go. Steve Rogers, the post credit. What did I think about it? I was hoping to get something else, but I did enjoy the post credit of seeing the musical, because we've been seeing posters and ads of it on Hawkeye and Spider-Man, the movie No Way Home. But I just feel like we could have got it any other time. I wanted to see something different, something that tells us where we're heading next with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Overall, I'm going to do more videos talking about the show Hawkeye, what I thought about the first season, and so much more. But this is what I have to say, my opinion on Hawkeye, the show. I did enjoy it. I did like it. Was it the best out of Wanda, Falcon, the Winter Soldier, and Loki? I want to say it's not a bad show, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite show. But I did enjoy watching it week to week. And definitely the final three episodes were really, really good. And I would definitely recommend people check it out if you have nothing to do, but no rush. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for supporting your boy Ricky Rick. If I'm not making you laugh, not making you smile, not keeping you entertained, or giving you something to talk about, sorry, I'm a little rusty. It's been a while, but it's a long video. Give me some credit, okay? Give me some credit. I'm back. Hawkeye. On to the next. Your boy Rick Rick. I'm out.